So I'm back with that 57 Twin. Today I want to cut out this fifth and final filter cap and replace it the way these were replaced. And after it comes out, and before I replace it, I also want to check this 22 microfarad bypass cap. I want to see if it's okay or if it needs to get changed as well. So let me start by snipping this guy out. Let me see, let me cut it like I did the last time. I don't know why I didn't do this from the start. Just putting a slice in the silicone to the extent I can reach it. Okay, here it comes. All right. So that's out. Okay, let's get that little piece of foam out of there because it bugs me. What is that? Packing material? All right, so now what's up with this cap? 22 microfarads at 35 volts. So where's the schematic? So let's see, we should be looking right here. Got 22 microfarads at 25 volts in parallel with a 1.5K resistor. So let's measure those components in circuit. Let's see if I can make this work. All right. Hopefully this will do. So as far as that resistor goes, 1.5, great. And as far as the bypass cap goes, thirty-seven and a half microfarads. So first reaction, gee, really high. Probably failing, leaking. I guess I should replace it. However, let me go grab a brand new cap and a similar resistor, actually the same resistor. Here I've got another 1.5K resistor. And here I've got, let's see if I can get this thing to focus. A 22 microfarad at 50 volt cap. Yeah, it's an IC brand cap. I do have a few alternatives right next to me, but we'll start with this one. So 22, 50 volts. If I measure this guy and get my hands out of the way, right on the money, 22. Now, if I take that resistor, and I realize this must look horrible, if I get that resistor in parallel, and I make sure I'm making contact across both components, let's see if I can get, oh, there we go. Suddenly I get 37 and a half. Well, that's kind of curious. So 37.5, but if I take the resistor away, I come back to 22. So while I can't say with certainty that cap in the amp is perfectly fine, I also can't assume that it's in bad shape just because it measured high in circuit. Because again, I've got two brand new components here and they're measuring the same in the same essential configuration. So next test. If I get an ESR meter on this thing, let's zero it out. All right, that's zeroed. Let's get these leads out of the way. One 1.6, 1.7, 1.6 ohms across that cap. And let's see if I can focus on this chart. So 25 volts, there's the 10 to 100 I'm sorry, 10 to 100 microfarad line. So in there, you're looking 1, 10, and that's like 4, and that's probably like 3. So we're well below the 3, because again, the message up here is a good cap will have less than the ESR value quoted. So as far as I'm concerned, based on this meter, that cap's in good shape. Let's test the other cap I had floating around, the one we just used a minute ago. This guy. $1.2. So same deal pretty much. And if I was to get the resistor involved as well, just to see if that makes a difference, I think we're gonna get pretty much the same answer. Let's see what I can do here. Make sure I'm making contact. Same deal, 1.2. So the only moral of the story is don't assume just because the cap in circuit measures really high that it's got a problem. Visual inspection of this cap, and I realize it's hard to see from here. I don't think I can show it. I'll get a mirror. Where's a mirror? Here's a mirror. I doubt this will work. But taking a real good look, yeah, this won't work out. At the end, there's nothing going on at all. In other words, it's clean. It's flat, there's nothing bubbling out. It looks perfectly fine. So I realize again, the camera angle stinks. But basically, I don't really need to replace this cap. And right now I'm trying to do the bare minimum in terms of what I'm futzing around with on this amplifier. So for right now, I'm just gonna replace this cap, make sure everything's working, and then kind of take a look at how this thing is biased. Because before I even touched it, it's biased pretty cold. And I wanna explore that before I start messing around replacing other components for the heck of it.